4,000 banks, including Bank of America, have said that you need at least 100 XRP before this huge event happens, at which point the price of each XRP will rise to between $10,000 0 cents and $35,000 0 cents. In fact, the price of XRP has already been set by several central banks. One expert confirmed that the banks have decided that the price will go from $10,000 0 cents to $35,000 0 cents in the next few weeks. And another major analyst known as Smitty said that the price could break $1 million 0 cents. Smitty had correctly predicted that Bitcoin would go from $100 0 cents to over $100,000 0 cents. As we bring this important point to your attention, Brett Grouninger also wrote on Twitter that Ripple will do something that has never been done before. The price of XRP going above Bitcoin and Bitcoin going above $200,000 0 cents. But why does that happen? What's the reason that XRP will be worth the most money? Also, why do you only need 100 XRP? Well, $654 trillion 0 cents will be added to the XRP ledger in just a few weeks. This will cause the price of XRP to start between $10,000 0 cents and $35,000 0 cents. The end goal is for XRP to be worth at least $100,000 0 cents in the next year or so. Everything we're going to talk about today is in the movie, and the numbers we're using are real. While we talk about how XRP went from $2.23 to over $100,000 0 cents, we worked with Apple to give everyone watching this video some free money. Yes, if you sign up for Apple through the link in the description and make a purchase, you will get a lot of free XRP. You could get $100 0 cents. It only takes 5 minutes to do everything. You need to like the video, subscribe to the channel so that you can get post alerts, and share this video. After that, you need to use the link in the description to sign up for Apple and make a purchase. So let's start the video right away. Even though the price of XRP is $2.33 right now, I wanted to show you two huge videos that will go viral because they prove that just 100 XRP can make you a multimillionaire in weeks. eSwitty says it could even make you 100x RP, which is more than $100 million 0 cents. However, let's only talk about the $100,000 0 cents price for XRP for now. This is what Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse stated. Like I said before, I think 250,000 by the end of the year. I'll make a guess about Bitcoin. Wouldn't guess XRP, it's too near home, but I don't think 200,000 is too much. I think I said something like 175, but I'm not sure. You might not know how big the world's biggest economy is. The US went from having gusts and being hostile to having tailwinds. How much do you want Bitcoin to be worth? Where do you think XRP will go based on what you think is likely to happen about a month after the law is put in place? Yes. For this reason, we think the SEC case is the last piece in the regulatory puzzle that needs to fall. A lot of different things could be done to fix that, or the government could step in and make it happen. But we know it's coming soon, right? So when I say imminent, I mean that I wouldn't be surprised if we were still in the SEC case in 3 months. This is because I think the world is going to need a solution like XRP for liquidity sooner rather than later. The question then is, okay, we've solved it magically. Where does the cost go? It's not hard to guess that it's a number with 10. As a result, I believe it goes up right away to $10 0 cents or even $20 0 cents. I think the wild card is that there is a deal between states and central banks to make XRP the world's bridge currency. It would be a neutral asset that central banks could trade with each other to change fiat currencies. If that happens, it's back to what we were talking about before. It needs to cover a lot of money. And I think you're looking at a range where XRP would agree to settle. This would happen right away. And each coin would be worth between $10,000 0 cents and $35,000 0 cents. Our lives might stay the same or change. I don't know. It might be a little different. XRP to $100 0 cents. Okay. How to do it? There are people who think the price will go up to $100,000 0 cents, at least for that cryptocurrency. What's going to happen? Well, they think the idea is for big companies to start tokenizing assets on the XRP ledger and keeping value on the XRP ledger. This will cut down on the amount of XRP that can be used for on-demand funding. XRP has to go through the roof when there aren't many small tokens available for on-demand liquidity and a lot of deals that need to use those tokens. Post your thoughts below and don't forget to follow this account for more. What's crazy is that this tokenization has already begun. On July 21st, there will be a big statement about the $650 trillion 0 cents rest day market that will be added to the XRP ledger. Our date of conversation is July 21, which is very soon, which is a major step toward unlocking $650 trillion 0 cents. This is likely to create a splash arc for the XRP ledger, XRP, and the Oriole token, through which all of this money will move. Once more, it's only a few weeks away. This doesn't take into account the fact that the real token, which will unlock $654,390,000,000,000 0 cents, will also burn through a huge amount of its quantity in 7 days, starting on July 15th. Everything is going on at the same time. This is why we've been seeing a lot of experts and researchers on X, Twitter, and other places. Several social media sites have confirmed that the price of a real coin will rise from 2 cents to over $64,500 0 cents. And it's very likely that we're talking about, guys, overnight supply shock. There will be 58 million real tokens in part 1. That doesn't mean anything. 58 million is not much. Besides that, 10% of those goods are going to be burned. You're talking about, what, 52 million real tokens can happen on July 15th. As the date gets near, the price will go up because of the supply shock caused by the burn. The value of real tokens on the XRP system will go through the roof. It's a win-win situation for everyone. XRP will also rise because everyone will rush to the XRP ledger to buy XRP so that they can buy the real token on top of that, since the real token is burning supply every time it burns. XRP is being burned because it is used to pay for gas. So let's look at the next most valuable cryptocurrency on the XRP ledger, Bitcoin. People bought it for 72 cents and it went up to 100,000, making many people rich. We see this happen again and again, but this time it's on the XRP system using their utility token. Realfy, a real estate and payment solution, uses the native token, the real token. Take a look at this chart. Guys, this is the real token chart. When this first came out about a month ago, it went up by hundreds of thousands of percentage points. Then they took it back down. We are now in merging. Well done, because if you can get in now, you'll be able to for the next 10 to 12 hours. If you can get in within the next 12 hours, you'll probably make the most money because the price will keep going up as July 15th and July 21st get closer. The price of the real token will go through the roof on July 21st. After a huge supply shock and burn on July 15th, with the real token, $650 trillion 0 cents will flow into the XRP record. Each real token will be worth even more than that. It's important to say this again. This is not financialized. Always don't restart. This is good news. And guys, if you look at the resistance levels, there are almost no resistance levels. That means that just a couple $1,000s would send this thing through the roof right away. But guys, we're going to see more than a couple $1,000s, billions and trillions of dollars that will cause the price of this real token to go through the roof overnight, potentially into the tens of thousands of dollars. And a lot of real estate companies back it up, like Realfy does with their real estate payment option. You should check this out. I'll leave all the details below the explanation. Their web page address is perio5.com. And if you click on real tokens, it will show you all the places you can buy them. I mean, this is bullish, guys. I'm getting ready. You should do research for this job for sure. Find out more about it. That's all I need you to do. Having said that, I'm going to end this movie by saying that I hope you all liked it. Don't forget to tweet, share, like, and sign up on Apple. You can use the link in the text to make a deal and get up to $100 0 cents in juicy cash. Then, of course, find out more. Thanks for watching. Peace, and see you next time.